Namaste. It's really a great pleasure to be here back in Goa, and thank you all, our good friends, for being here today and in great support of our film, The Padyatra. I hope you have had an opportunity to see it. Yes? Yes? Great. Then you know exactly what we're talking about. I think for you to see His Holiness, the star of the movie, I was very inspired because I felt with Buddhism, it's a philosophy. And the philosophy here is to embrace the humanity and what belongs to us, which is the environment. And we have to learn to protect it. And what I really was very inspired by was the fact that His Holiness was also passing a message to the people who live up in these very remote areas, who sometimes feel that they are not part of our world, because they're so far away from everything else that we have forgotten about them. But the fact of the matter is they are very important custodians because they protect the water source that comes back down to us. And also the other thing that we must remember is when we go up to visit this magnificent area, we have to be good tourists. We cannot leave behind trash. And on this Padyatra, what was one of the most important things was picking up of the plastics, which is non-biodegradable. It is only pure toxin in our waters. And also to educate, create the awareness to the people who live there. Today the world is such that we live with plastics around us all the time. But we hope that after you've seen this odyssey, you will start your own little odyssey. Your next step is when you walk out of here, when you see the plastics on your road, don't allow people to dirty your beautiful environment. Don't allow that. When you walk, when you're driving, you can see it. Don't allow that to happen to your backyard. You have to protect it. And I hope what this movie does is it will inspire you. So it was my privilege and honor to be able to be the executive producer on this. I will admit, I have not been on a Padyatra. I don't think it's an easy trek, okay? Every time I see it, I am totally amazed at the hardship it is. I mean, we think of the very practical things. As a common person, we always see the monks and the nuns, and you think they're very disciplined. They're able to do things that half of us think about and go, thank you, right? They wake up very early, they say their prayers, and it's normal for us to wake up every morning at 4, maybe for a few days, and then let us sleep in for the next 2 weeks. But then to go on this journey, I remember talking to some of the people who are from Malaysia, from France, from America. First thing, what do you pack? Because we are so ingrained in our materialistic things. I bet normally if you go on a journey, you pack a lot of things that you never use, just in case. Maybe. I think. And then at the end of the day, you come home, 3/4 of the things are there, because you didn't need it. But on this journey, one of the things was you carry what you pack. So you learn very quickly that actually there's so many things we don't need to put on our backs. And I think on this Padyatra, what it does for you is how you let go of the material things. How when you put your foot on the ground, it's you and the earth. Right? When you came onto this earth, you came with nothing. One day when you leave with nothing. So why are you carrying so much stuff on your back? And I think this was a great eye-opener, enlightenment for a lot of the modern-day girls or boys who went on this trek, who never had to camp outdoors, who never thought. But after a while, it was very liberating. They actually finally opened their eyes, looked up, because there is no electricity, they can't charge their phones. They looked in the environment. They saw the beauty of nature. Just think, every day when we get out of here, or you're always writing, you're always texting, you're always emailing. Even now when you're in a car, you never look out and see the wonders of the world anymore. You're either on your, iPod or something like that. You don't even hear the world for what it is anymore. You suddenly become so enclosed. And so what I found for this journey was, it was so liberating. And sometimes we need that. So thank you, Your Holiness.
Thank you very much.
For sharing that with us.
Actually,
and I really need it.
you were in Sri Lanka.
I was. I would be ashamed to say I only joined the last few hours. That's